What is up, guys? We are back with another video. We got a big meet coming on tonight. This thing is supposed to go pretty much all night, and it starts at 7. Gates close at 10, so no more cars can get in. It's going to be a bunch of people, police escorts, like blocking off the roads for us, all that. So this is going to be a super big meet tonight. It's from the guys at Simple Lifestyle. It's my first time going, so I'm pretty sure to be dope. But first things first, we are at the car wash because I have not washed this thing in about like 2.5 weeks, and I've been driving it every day. This car is filthy and it's annoyed me to all high hell, and we're gonna fix that right now. So I am running a little bit behind on time, so I'm not gonna record too much of the wash, but yeah, we'll jump back into this video in a little bit. All right, y'all, so we made it, but apparently they shut it down because there's too many, which is the dumbest thing in the world. Like, how do you shut down an entire meet like this? So I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna get this figured out and I'll find out what we're doing next. All right, guys, so quick little update. As you can see, the whole ass police officers going by. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office basically shut down this meet. We are headed to a backup spot right now, and the people who are hosting this meet are saying we're still gonna have a good night tonight, so I don't know what they got planned. We are headed to the next spot, but apparently they had this spot booked out. They got city permits, they had vendors coming through like this, and there's hundreds of cars right now. Like, there's like easily, like, you guys can't see it behind me right now, but there is literally like, I don't know if I got a good angle of that, but there's literally like hundreds of cars. Like, literally hundreds of cars. And from regular cars to all the way up to exotics. And this meet was planned for a while. And then once everybody gets here, then the sheriff's office basically is like, oh, we're gonna shut down the meet. So they basically called the owner of the park, which is, by the way, private property. They called the owner of the park and basically told him, like, hey, if you don't shut this down, you're gonna get a lawsuit from the city for an illegal gathering, and we're gonna take away your permit for horse racing. Like, they basically threatened them to, like, we'll destroy you if you don't shut this meet down. Guys, check it out. It's my grandfather. That's like a Mark II Supra or something like that. That's sick. That's rare you see something like that on the road. All right, what is up, y'all? We are jumping back into another video. Actually, this is probably, when you see this, is probably gonna be the same video. I was debating on whether or not to put those other clips, but I feel like it'll be fine. Yeah, so all in all, what happened last night, the Arapahoe city government basically was just like, we're gonna, the owner of the park and the owner of the actual group who was organizing the meet were basically in collaboration with each other to host that meet. They got city permits. They basically got everything that they needed to get to legally have that meet. Catalyst downpipe sounding crazy. They had everything they needed to have in order for that meet to be legally organized. And the city government basically was just like, nope, you guys are not having a car meet. If you guys don't, it's like a horse race park. I think that's where it was being held at. But they basically said, like, hey, if you guys don't shut down the meet, then you're gonna get a, well, they issued a cease and desist, and then they were just like, you're gonna face a lawsuit from the city. And on top of that, we're gonna revoke your horse racing license. I need that clutch delay valve gone, bro. I promise I don't shift this bad. I really don't. It's that clutch delay valve. It just makes the 1-2 like super jerky. But the owner of the meet basically was trying to come up with some backup spots. They had one backup spot that was taken over by a pickleball tournament, so we couldn't do it there. And then it just took too long to get the next few spots. I know some people just kept waiting and then ended up going to the next few spots, but bro, it was like 600, 700 cars. Like, all in all, with how long it took to get to the next spot, and I'm not faulting the owner of the meet at all, because obviously it's out of his control completely, and everybody who's involved was pissed because there was vendors and there was a whole bunch of other stuff. But the amount of time it took just to get people to find a spot where we could at least have somewhat of a decent meet, and then the meet was split up into 2 different spots, like, I don't I was tired. I said it was an hour away from where I was from, so I said an hour drive home. So I was just like, all right, I'm gonna just call it a night. It sucks that it happened, and it sucks that cops target us like that, because it's just like they were trying to say like, oh, you guys are inciting street racing. I'm like, it's 700 cars. Like, what do you think this is? Like TX2K on the street, bro? No. But we got a meet going on today, and we should be all right. As of right now, I'm headed to go get some food because I'm starving. So I'll probably tune back into this once we're back on the road. One thing I did need to do, and I understand, is that I need to include a lot more driving footage. I'm figuring out the camera and seating angles a lot better, so you guys can get a good view without getting blocked by like this low roof right here, or like the camera being up too high and then all you're seeing is ceiling. So yeah, I'm getting that figured out. I think I pretty much got it down packed, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna get some driving footage for you guys, and then we're gonna talk about the build plans for this car. You know, another thing I like about the manuals is that they still pop, and like the higher, if you downshift from like a higher RPM range, but it's not like overly obnoxious like the early like 2020 autos, because those things used to pop like ridiculous. But what are you doing? Alright, y'all, we made it. And boom. He's rich. And he wide-bodied it too. That's the crazy part.
It's at 450 each piece.
On the Bellix? Wide body on the Bellix is crazy. Oh, he's not playing. He came with the nitrous too. Who is your enemy?
How you doing, brother?
I like this. This is clean. That is a big ass intake. Oh my god. This is clean right here though. On the BBS. That's sick. This reminds me of Phoenix or Felix. I think the guy's name was Felix from Fast and Furious 4. I don't think this is the same car he had, but it just reminds me of it because of the color. M8. You would think the highest number model would be the fastest, but now the G80s and the G82s got that on lock. It's a clean spec though. Aaron, where you at, dog? My boy got the chrome TEs. He's got another set of wheels for these too, but I can't remember what they were. Sick. My boy John. See you later, Gray. Who's got something I need, which is PPF. Give me that exhaust, sir. Sheesh. I've seen this car before. I can't remember who owns it, but I've definitely seen it before. Single turbo, here I come. Nice. Clean. These, I think, these wheels remind me of, and somebody tell me, let me know in the comments if these are the same wheels, but these Remind me of the wheels that were on Slapjack Supra from Too Fast, Too Furious. I don't know if those are the same OZ wheels, but M3 boys. Oh, you got the Whiner over there. Clean Evo. This is the car that's making all that noise over there. Nice. On the radials? Hello. My sister's a hippie. She would love this car. I get Jeeps have insane suspension, but this is a wild way to show it. They always do the most to show that how hard their suspension goes. Like, this is crazy. How me and Bae cuddle in the bed. This car's been turned off and the fans are still going. Clean X6M. I think this is the Isle of Man green. I would do X3M, but these are sick. Or X4M. Found SpongeBob's whip. He's literally driving the boat. Going to Bikini Bottom later? Sheesh. Fast and Furious Paradise. That is insane. This is definitely way off from the actual model. But this is sick. Dom's Charger. The Hondas. Hans RX-7. Brian's Eclipse. So these are supposed to be the movie cars. I don't know if these are like the accurate, like actual cars that they use in the movie. I think these could just be reps, but they still look good. So according to this, this was an actual hero car used in the movie. It was used in Fast and Furious 4, but also the beginning of the 5th franchise movie. Oh, the Eclipse was too. That's actually one of the hero cars. The Mad Max car. This is actually the official hero car from the movie. And this is the general car, which is also the hero car from the show. This is crazy. They actually have these official cars here. Wonder if he'll come to life if I call his name. That ain't Wally, man. What the hell is this? Who is this? This is not Wally. This is Ewall. This has a Audi 1.8 liter motor and like 5-speed manual. This would probably be fun as hell to drive around the city. Not the Flintstone mobile. Sheesh. Nah, that's crazy. This is actually the real thing from the movie too. That's insane. They actually had to drive in this thing barefoot. Or push it, I don't know. Back to the Future. The Time Machine. They got the movie car. This is crazy, bro. Nuts. Oh, they got the Air Mags in there, the $15,000 shoes. The Hudson Hornet. Teach me how to drift. I need a piston cup. Mater. Call him when you need a tow. This is small. What Honda is this? Huh? This thing is tiny. You could get in an accident with a bicycle and end up going to the hospital. So this is the first ever Harley Davidson motorcycle ever created. It was the first civilian Harley Davidson produced in 1942, and then it says after the war was brought back to the States in 2005. But this is the first one ever. That's insane. That's sick. It's cool to see some history. Oh, it's got an oil leak. Need some maintenance, doc? Need some new seals? I can be your service advisor. All right, we're back outside. First thing I see, let's swap. I'm a Scion. Sick. Sheesh. Y'all know how I feel about Vipers, man. We're gonna have one on the channel one day. Don't know when, but it's coming. This is sick. I like this color.
It's full on to like that big.
Houston. Nismo. Sick. I need one. That ain't a Hellcat, sir. M340i, this shit is clean. Cobalt SS reminds me of Most Wanted, Need for Speed. Clean. I would love one of these as a daily. A Hellcat swap Genesis. That is crazy. I don't even, is that a Hellcat motor? I'm not even too sure. Supercharged though, that's all I know. That's clean. Clean G80 on the chromes. So, G80, F80. G80, F80. Got the Hellcat and the GTR. Those BC Forge builds are sick. And I'm mentioning those BC Forge for a reason. You guys are gonna find out next video. Shout out to the T-Spec leaving over there. All right, y'all. That's a wrap for this meet. We're heading out of here. Some cars are starting to dip out. I'm gonna go spend time with the fam. So. All right, y'all, so we're on the way home. Probably not gonna do too much recording because it's a lot of traffic, so I doubt there's really any like Mexico activity is gonna go on. But just to give you guys a quick update on everything, I have a massive build planned for this car. Like I was originally talking about, I know in some prior videos I may have mentioned comments about like me going full bolt-on and doing some like direct injection upgrades, like stuff like that, but I have a full-on monster build coming for this car, and the next video I'll go into all of that. And the amount that's gonna go into this car is like well over like 100 grand just in parts, so not even including like actual labor or anything else like that, like tuning, anything else like that. So all in all, it should be like 150K build. Like it's gonna be something nasty because I know I'm never gonna get rid of this car, so I have no problem dumping the amount of money that I'm going to dump into this. And I always said that I wanted to be a pioneer for the manual transmission community, because there's people out there with manuals with big turbos, but or just builds in general, but they're not really like putting out consistent content or really doing anything with them. Like POV pulls, like shit that people really want to see. You get what I'm saying? So even I myself am saying, like, even just with just a downpipe right now, I say that I need to do like more POV driving. But so I got the view down packed to this thing now. But then yeah, the next video I put out after this one will be the whole build plan. I'll let you guys know everything that's going on in the build. And then yeah, we're gonna get some stuff going because I plan to really start investing in this car. So I got some crazy stuff coming. Drop a like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. Like, that's the best way that you can connect with me in terms of following along the build. So like I said, I got a bunch of crazy stuff coming for this car. We're gonna start small, but eventually we're gonna start getting into some big boy stuff. So if you want to rock with this build and you want to rock with me and you want to travel along for the journey, like I said, drop a like, subscribe, and I will tune in with you guys next time. Peace out.